Namaste friends, my name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel Vedic Astro Amit. Today we'll talk about this really massive, unique and rare conjunction that's going to take place. That's this placement, this combination. It's once in a decade, literally. In fact, once in 12 years. So I'll explain what that means. It's very rare, and this is only a window of 12 days. 12 days, this particular placement takes place every 12 years. So we'll understand the significance, why it's so important, and what you can do. And you can actually utilize these 12 days to set the foundation for a very long time. So what's happening is Jupiter is going to be in Krittika, and at the same time, Sun is going to be in Ashwini Nakshatra. Now, we know that Jupiter takes about 1 year in each sign, in each Rashi. Or we can say Jupiter takes 12 years to go around the zodiac, right? So every year, or every 12 years, in fact, Jupiter will be in Aries for 1 year. And during that time, Sun goes through Aries, of course. So the Sun and Jupiter are together in Aries once every 12 years. Now, out of this, so I'll explain the major significance of Ashwini and Krittika. Just in terms of the specific dates, why April 16th to April 27th? Sun has already entered Ashwini as of today, that is April 13th. Okay, so as of April 13th, Sun is in Ashwini, but Jupiter has not entered Krittika yet. Jupiter is still in Bharani. Jupiter will enter Krittika on April 16th. So right now, the Bharani energy is very different from Krittika. Okay, so April 16th, Jupiter will be in Krittika, and the Sun will be in Ashwini. Now, by April 27th, okay, so by April 27th, Sun will move out of Ashwini and into Bharani. So we just have these 12 days when Sun is in Ashwini at the same time Jupiter is in Krittika. So this 12-day window is critical. Now I'll explain what specifically you can do. And so let's quickly understand. Krittika is ruled by Agni. It's all about change, transformation, purification. And Guru is sitting there, right? The advisor to the king. Now, on the other hand, the king, the Surya, the sun, our soul, is sitting in Ashwini, which is all about healing and innovation and leadership, all of that. So the sun is getting advice from this very purified energy of the Guru, of the Jupiter, from Krittika. Okay, both are in Aries. So that's the significance. Both are in. So now I'll explain. So basically, this is all about new beginnings. Ashwini is the first nakshatra, and so Sun is exalted in Aries, right? And so Sun in Ashwini, and Sun is the leader. And so Sun in Ashwini means this is the time for you to start major things, major projects, big things. So we'll talk about that. And so it's new beginnings. Now, I also have written, this is Bhagyodaya. This is the rise of fortune for, I just mentioned these four, Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Sagittarius. But for those, it is massive in all areas of life. But for the rest of the signs, rest of the 8 signs, there's going to be new beginnings in other areas. So we'll discuss when we go over all the 12 rising signs. We'll discuss what specific new things and new beginnings you may see in your life. And if you do, so what things you can do during these 12 days. Now, one other thing is, okay, so this is a very short window, right? 12 days. I almost say that with these 12 days, whatever you do in these 12 days, you can set the foundation for the rest of the 12 years. It's that significant. Okay. It cannot get more powerful than that in the whole of zodiac. Now, this 12 days, consider this as a muhurta. In astrology, in Jyotish, everything is about when something began. What was the birth? When did you plant the seed? That becomes the muhurta. That becomes the chart. That becomes your karma. So that is when you initiate a project. So that tells you a lot about how the project is going to go. So these 12 days, utilize these to the fullest to initiate some things. Totally new, innovative, new things. So we'll discuss specifically what. And keep in mind this alignment is going to take place next time in another 12 years, 2036. Okay, so this is very rare, very powerful. No matter what rising sign, these four rising signs obviously are going to be super, super blessed. But all the 12 rising signs, this is a massive opportunity for all of us. So let's get started. So how do we analyze this? As always, we look at the planets, we look at the nakshatra, and the energy of the sign as well, which, of course, the signs came into being from the nakshatras. So that energy is related. But if we look at the energy of nakshatra, then it's better than just looking at. So do watch my other videos, Sun in Aries and Jupiter in Krittika. So I've made two separate videos, Sun in Aries and Jupiter in Krittika. Please watch those. Will be very helpful for you. And then you can understand the deeper meaning of Krittika, especially, and also Ashwini. So now let's discuss Ashwini first. Ashwini is associated with um, pioneering efforts and innovation. It's the first nakshatra. It's new beginnings. It's trailblazer. So people, if you look at the natal chart also, people with important planets in Ashwini, they are completely trailblazers. So you talk to them, they'll tell you either they've discovered new things completely, or they've done things that none of their family or people in their generations have done, something like that. So they're true trailblazers in their field. And they're also willing to explore new avenues and new ideas or new ways of doing things. So that is Ashwini. Now, Ashwini, they're also not afraid to take risks, right? So trying something new is one thing, but being fearless and you're not being afraid is very essential. And so they challenge the current status quo. So basically, uh, don't be satisfied with what's in other words, be thankful, but don't just sit and say that's the best I can achieve or I can do or I can get in my life. See, Aries is rule. The symbol of Aries is Ram, so that symbolizes this fearless energy as well, exploring new territories. Um, Now, Sun in Ashwini, it's time for action. And what kind of action? Decisive action. It's you see, it's different from the action taken by Mars. Action taken by Sun is the action of a leader. Leader knows what he's doing, whereas Mars may just be taking orders. That's why Sun is exalted in Aries. And so the leader, the king, is taking some decisive action. So these 12 days, take some action, make things happen. Big initiatives, leadership, and also quick thinking. It's everything is quick about Ashwini. See, Ashwini is ruled by the symbol is a horse's head, right? So horse's head is speed, it's vitality, it's swiftness, like complete control, and very dynamic nakshatra, very energetic. Is the first nakshatra. It has the full energy. It's like a baby, like full of energy. And then, of course, Ashwini, the rulers, the deities are Ashwini Kumaras, right? So it's all about healing and rejuvenation. So this period will actually bring a lot of new modalities of healing, a lot of new ways of healing ourselves and for the humanity. So there's going to be an element of newness. Okay, so something new. If you've been feeling down or things not working out, just these 12 days, something new will take place. I mean, the Ashwini, basically Sun and Ashwini, they carve their own path. They don't follow the downtrodden path. They don't follow the norms of the society, or the expectations of the society don't matter. And now also they may resist the authority, right? And they prefer to follow their own instincts. So it's a very it's big on intuition. Follow your path, follow your dharma, follow your inner voice, your intuition, rather than following the societal norms, following the expectations of the society, and just create your own path. This may also lead to a little bit of restlessness, as in you really, really feel like you just have to do things. So be on the guard for that. But so much energy, so much dynamic energy for creating something new, new beginnings. And also Sun in Ashwini makes new learners, like quick learners. People, you can learn a lot of new things. You initiate maybe new courses, enroll in some healing work, esoteric courses, you learn fast. It doesn't mean that within these 12 days you'll become an expert, but you can start the courses or any studies or any aspect or any skill, because Ashwini is all about courage, and Ashwini is bold. It's the strength of the horses. Uh, and then Sun being there, Sun is the leader, Sun is the king, Sun is our immunity, Sun is our strength, Sun is our self-confidence, Sun is the truth. Sun is a benevolent king. He wants to help his pupil. So all of that combined, so there'll be, and then now this Sun in Ashwini is getting the blessings of Jupiter sitting in the same sign. Okay, so both are in Aries, and for these 12 days. Now, what will that do? The king is acting upon all of this energy, but um, with the blessings and guidance of the Guru. And what does Guru from Kritika is sending? What is the Guru in Kritika? What kind of energy of blessings Guru is providing? It's huge optimism, confidence, and spiritual exploration. Basically, the Kritika, the symbol it's a razor or a flame, right? Agni. So it's all about purification and change and transformation. Very sharp and quick energy again. So Ashwini is sharp, Kritika is sharp, very quick action, quick thinking, decisive action. And so Jupiter will give you this ability to think big, optimism, hope, um, and expansion in every area, right? So this is really, really powerful, even more so than just, Sun and Kritika sitting in the Sun and Jupiter in the same nakshatra. So here, Sun, in fact, so Sun is going towards Jupiter, right? So Jupiter is slow moving, Sun is faster than Jupiter. So in Bhrigunandi Nadi, we always see what's next, right? To analyze any planet, we see what's the planet sitting next to it, in front of it, right? So Guru is sitting in front of the king. What better for the whole society, for the whole human kind? And so for your specific rising sign, we'll discuss what things you can initiate. And this 12-day window, as I mentioned again earlier, use this as the starting point, use this as a muhurta to begin something big. So now we'll go one by one for each of the 12 rising signs. Again, this is based on sidereal zodiac, and we're looking at the rising sign. People still get confused. We're not looking at your moon sign. We're looking at your ascendant or lagna or rising sign. Okay, watch this video from your rising sign. And people again confused with Rashi. See, everything is a Rashi. All the 12 zodiac signs are a Rashi. We're talking about Lagna Rashi, not the Janma Rashi. Janma Rashi usually is the moon sign. So we're talking about the rising sign. Okay. So first of all, Aries. Aries, fantastic time. This is like the guru and the king of the solar system. They're sitting in your first house in your Lagna, on your head, right? And then Sun is the fifth lord, and Jupiter is the ninth lord. The trinal lords, and then Sun is exalted. Jupiter is sitting with the Surya. So blessings overall. This will mean huge confidence, self-confidence will improve. You'll shine like a king. There'll be a lot of charisma. You'll attract people like magnetic personality. Okay, you'll be very optimistic and enthusiastic, and you'll find this almost new zest for life, like this passion for life. You'll feel like you're alive. You'll have this visionary outlook about things. You'll be able to set a vision, a strategy, a plan, a personal growth plan, a personal development plan. Okay, and you'll be very generous also. Jupiter in first house makes you a giver, and Sun is a giver. Sun is the benevolent king, and also you'll have a lot of compassion. Okay, so compassion for other people. Once you have compassion for yourself, so self-improvement, self-discovery, you'll discover yourself. There'll be strong sense of purpose. So you'll discover the meaning of your existence. Why did you take birth? And also a huge desire to sort of make a very meaningful impact on the world. Okay, overall positivity. So what that also means, you will approach challenges with a very positive attitude. Like Jupiter here is like all hope and positive energy. And also at the same time, you'll see obstacles where other people see you'll see opportunities where other people may see obstacles. So you'll basically turn around the weaknesses or the obstacles into strengths and opportunities. So overall, extremely positive period. And of course, specifically, this could mean a lot of new beginnings for yourself, but also for your children, fifth house, and for your father, ninth house, right? And then Jupiter is also the 12th lord. So you may meet new gurus, a good time to introduce your children to on a spiritual path, or your children to your gurus, right? So combine fifth house and ninth house and bring them home. You can be a guru for your children, and then you can also uh, will also bring some new, if you're looking for a partner, some new romantic relationships, but those will be, a very spiritual kind of a connection. So this will be like a very you know uh, spiritual focused people will come into your life. So in both areas, like romantic partners or relationships, but also you'll attract as more spiritual gurus. That's the ninth house energy. You may have gain in speculation also. So this is a good time for investments, stock market, and then also like long distance travels. That's ninth house, pilgrimage, and bringing your gurus, your sangha home, to you. So a lot of you'll see a lot of people are coming to you during this transit, during this, and not just 12. I mean, this will set set that energy in motion. So you'll see a lot of people are coming to you for help, spiritual upliftment. So they'll help you with your spiritual goals and your path and discovering your purpose, all of that. So that's for the sign of Aries. Fantastic period. Don't miss this opportunity. Next is the sign of Taurus, Taurus rising here. So for Taurus rising, as you can see, Jupiter and Sun are going to be in the 12th house. So Sun is in Ashwini and Jupiter is in Krittika. Now, 12th house is the house of spirituality. It's the house of intuition. It's the subconscious mind. So you'll get spiritual insights, even enlightenment. 12th house is also our hidden strengths. All of those things will be focused. You can set things in motion for the next 12 years. All your hidden talents, hidden strengths that people cannot see easily. They're hidden beneath the surface. So those will come to surface. You'll discover a lot of your hidden strengths and hidden talents. And there'll be like untapped potential, some gifts that are not immediately apparent, visible to others. There could also be some unresolved issues from past lives. That's 12th house. So those issues will get resolved. They have the power. Some messages from the ancestors. It's a lot of time for introspection, time for forgiveness. Forgive other people. Anybody who's done anything bad or wrong with you, just forgive. This is the time because you are the king, benevolent king. You are the guru. You have the wisdom to forgive others. So big opportunity to release the past traumas from past lives or from this life, release any of that. This Sun and Jupiter together are telling you to just move on, grow up, and be a spiritual being. Focus on your subconscious mind. Tap your intuition. A lot of connection with the foreigners, astral travel, any of those things. Good time to give donation for spiritual purposes, for higher dharma, for priests, for gurus, and then also tap into your intuition. Use a lot of your imagination, and good time to also just be on your own for some time. Solitude. Go on a retreat, especially spiritual retreats, right? A lot of introspection, as I said, and then also um, all you can get into all of those things, the energy healing, astral travel, because we have the eighth house ruler also here, sitting here in the 12th house. Okay, so all of this will bring inner happiness. Your fourth lord is also there in the 12th house. So your whole mind, your whole focus will be on like other planes of existence, on subconscious mind, on intuition, on spiritual progress, astral travel, and sleep, dream, lucid dreaming, yoga nidra. That is very powerful. So give donations, but this is the time for you to shine, to discover your hidden talents, discover your uh, strengths that were not visible earlier. So fantastic time, and also foreign trips. Actually, a pilgrimage in a foreign country. Go visit some sites in a India or any other spiritual places. Temple visits or old heritage visits, and then wherever you go, it's good to donate for the priests, for the temples, all of that. So that's for the sign of Taurus. Next is the sign of Gemini, Gemini rising. And if you see the intersection and the cover also, I mentioned Gemini is one of the key signs that will see huge opportunities because Sun and Jupiter are going to be in the 11th house. So this is not just a conjunction in Aries. Watch the intersection. This is specifically a huge alignment where Sun is in Ashwini and Jupiter is in Krittika. People have been talking about this, Jupiter entering the sign of Taurus or other. So you need to understand, you need to look at the nakshatras for deeper meaning. So these 12 days are fantastic. So obviously 11th house, huge financial gains. That's the key here. Gemini stand to gain a lot financially. Now it doesn't mean that these 12 days will give you a windfall of money. What this means is, as I mentioned in the intro section, use these 12 days as a muhurata. Start something big, initiate some projects that'll bring in financial gains, okay, down the road. And 11th house is our desires. So Sun and Jupiter, they're expansive desires, but those will be dharmic. This will force you to uh, have have big desires, but for the good of the society. 11th house is social causes. Okay, and so you will want to help the society at large. Okay, and you'll improve your friend circle, your social network, and those will be our sattvic, dharmic, spiritual friends. And this is the time for you to shine in the social circles, social media, invite friends, doing things with the friends, and expand your network, but also community involvement. Okay. A lot of organizations, group activities, online groups or grassroots organizations, things like for basically for social causes. Okay. This is perfect time for that. And but this will give you opportunity to really work on your desires because it's also the third lord sitting in the 11th house. So it's all about your desires, small and big. Okay. Now, huge improvements in relationships, huge improvements in your career. That's the 7th lord and the 10th lord in the 11th house. And again, we're not just talking about sitting in the 11th house in Aries. We're talking specifically about Jupiter in Krittika, Sun in Ashwini. Okay. Now, this is the massive opportunity to discuss with your partner, your spouse or your partner, what things you can do to bring in more finances. This will give you very sattvic, dharmic, and expansive partnership, business partnerships also very key for you. See, the 7th house is business partnerships, 10th house is business, entrepreneurship, career, and then 11th house is gains and expansion and social network. So this is perfect time. Just go out and meet people, develop one-on-one partnerships, but those have to be something on the lines of healing and rejuvenation and cleansing and purification. If not, if it's like purely for material gains, then those will not survive. Those have to be something to do with the Ashwini or the Krittika nakshatra, energy of the Agni, the fire god, or Ashwini Kumaras. Okay, so this is the fantastic, absolutely marvelous period for big opportunity for Gemini. Next is the sign of Cancer. We're talking about rising sign. Okay, we're talking about Lagna, ascendant. So for Cancer, this conjunction, this alignment of Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter in Kritika is going to take place in your 10th house. 10th house is our career. 10th house is profession. So essentially, you're getting huge opportunities, big expansion in these areas that I'm going to talk about. Public image, 10th house is recognition, 10th house is leadership, authority, promotion, and responsibility. Okay, so decisive action, 10th house is 10th house is vision and strategy and planning. Okay, so long term, it's like vision as a leader, strategic planning as an executive. And so this is the time you'll inspire others, be a leader, and not just for yourself, but you'll be leading like a lot of people. You'll be leading by example. Okay, so you always want to be the change that you want to see in the world, right? That's the saying. So and then also uh, you'll get recognition. You'll be well respected. That the sun is all about, you can say ego also, but it's the self-respect. So you'll get that well deserved respect from your peers, from your colleagues, and from the wider community also. And you'll be admired by your work colleagues or in your profession. And you'll do your work with integrity and professionalism and ethical conduct. So, because Sun and Jupiter both are very dharmic, sattvic, ethical planets, right? Truth is important for Sun, and integrity is important for Jupiter. And then also huge opportunities for you to start new business, entrepreneurship, or grow your business. And also you can be a very, let's say you're already successful, you're a big leader. So this is an opportunity to become a very philanthropic leader. Okay, so you can help other people, but also around you can create such leaders who are charitable, who are philanthropic. And you yourself can undertake a lot of charitable activities for social causes and community development. Okay. And then this is also the second lord. Sun is the second lord, moon, and Jupiter is the sixth lord and the ninth lord. So a lot of combinations for you uh, to uh, to amass wealth, basically. This is the earth trikona, right? Dharma, artha, kam, moksha. The trines is 2, 6, and 10. So, but this is the time for ethical conduct and spiritual progress. That's all ninth house. Guru is not involved. So Guru is sitting here, the ninth ruler in the 10th house, forcing you to be that shining light, be that leader that you always, admired at a very big stage, and take responsibility, have a vision, have a strategy, have a plan, and inspire others and lead by example. So that's all. That's what's happening for Cancer. Next is Leo rising sign. So please watch the intro section. Very, very interesting discussion there. So for Leo rising, and that's the Lagna ascendant. You can say Lagna Rashi. A lot of people still confuse. You can still say Rashi. Everything is Rashi. Rashi doesn't mean just the moon sign. You can say Lagna Rashi, right? So the Leo, we're talking about Leo rising sign. For Leo, as you can see, Sun and Jupiter are going to be in the ninth house. Sun is going to be in Ashwini. Sun is our soul, the king, and Jupiter is the guru, the advisor, the consultant in Krittika Nakshatra. This is fantastic. I mean, for you, Leo, as I mentioned in the beginning, also in the cover of this video, also Leo is one of the signs that stands to gain, a lot more than a lot of other signs, because this conjunction, this alignment of 12 days of Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter and Kritika is taking place in your ninth house, which is about spirituality, higher knowledge, philosophy. And what better planets can you ask for? The Lagna Lord, Sun, who is the king, dharmic, sattvic planet, and the Jupiter Guru himself. Guru is there in the ninth house. It's the highest blessing for spiritual progress. This period will trigger deep interest in exploring philosophy, exploring metaphysical topics, higher education. If you've been thinking of studying any higher education, the spiritual subjects, the better, but any kind, like say PhD, this is the time for you to jump into that, or at least enroll in some courses, or start discussion. Start planning for your higher education. 12 days obviously will not give you higher education, but as I mentioned in the intro section, this is about setting the muhurata, initiating things. This is the time for new beginnings. Ninth house is also your long distance travels. And so this is good time to explore the world, uh, broaden your horizon. This is going to change your belief system. Ninth house is our beliefs and things we feel very dearly in terms of spiritual path. So this will completely overhaul your belief system. And also you'll embrace traditions, but also foreign cultures and foreign ways of beliefs, and because sun is here. So you'll explore. This is the time for exploration, worldview. Okay. You can be a teacher, you can be a mentor, a guide on spiritual topics or intellectual topics. You can start some courses to become a teacher, a guide, a guru. But you can shine. You have the potential to become a guru. Don't think of yourself any less than that. Okay. I mean, your inborn teacher, guide is going to awaken now. You are supposed to inspire other people, and this you will do with enthusiasm and a lot of wisdom. So you'll figure out what you really need to do, what things you are able to share with the world. See, ninth house is all the gurus and all the people who are superior to us, right? So you'll have a lot of association with wise people, but also you yourself, because your Lagna Lord is sitting there, will become a guru, will become a teacher for the world. So you'll explore a lot of things, spirituality, long distance travel, your own self. You may have a lot of questions recently about who you are, your purpose. All of that will be answered in these 12 days, or at least you'll get the clues because you will approach the right gurus, you'll approach the right people. Sun and Jupiter, this cannot get more sattvic, more dharmic, more positive, more spiritual than this. And not just Sun and Jupiter together in any sign, they're in Aries, but not just in any nakshatra. Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter in Krittika, the most powerful combination. So this is the 12-day window. Make the most use of it. You are a natural leader. Leo is a leader anyway, right? And now this is the opportunity. Your Lagna Lord is getting the blessings of the Guru in a big way. And also, of course, there's other things taking place. We are specifically focusing on the energy of the nakshatras. You see, the eighth house ruler is there in the ninth house. So complete change, transformation. So this Kritika energy will be massively activated. Such a huge outpour of Agni, change and transformation. Okay. And you can also, do things with your children, with your romantic partners. Good time for speculation also. All those fifth house matters and huge creativity, huge downpour of creativity, creative energy. So start something big, be a leader, be a guru, and change the world. Next, we have Virgo rising. This is Virgo Lagna, the rising sign, ascendant, not the moon sign. Okay, so we're not talking about the Janma Rashi, we're talking about the Lagna Rashi, the sign of the Lagna, Virgo. So for Virgo rising, as you can see, Jupiter and Sun are going to be in the eighth house. And we're talking about Sun in Ashwini and Jupiter in Krittika. See, Ashwini is all about healing. Eighth house is the hidden wisdom, the secrets of bringing dead people back to life. That's eighth house. So Ashwini is the nakshatra of healing. Sun is there. Sun will illuminate your eighth house completely. You are being a healer. You can be a huge healer, and also with the wisdom of Guru sitting there. Okay, eighth house is change, transformation, and regeneration. See, excuse me. The Ashwini is all about rejuvenation, right? So this is the period of regeneration, renewal, and inner healing, spiritual evolution. Okay. And then there may also be intense intimacy and passion and sexuality. So those things you may explore in depth. This eighth house is also the shared resources. So, inheritance or other people's money. You may be a big time for, let's say, financial management of resources of other people. Okay. Eighth house is research. This is the time for you to really think big and dive deep. That's deep research. Of course, all the spiritual work, occult sciences, mysticism, hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom of the universe. So all of these esoteric subjects, start learning astrology, tarot, or metaphysics. All these or hypnotherapy, all these spiritual practices that basically involve diving deep into the mysteries of the unseen world, right? So the mysteries of the universe. And this is the opportunity because sun is there. It's going to illuminate that area. So deep understanding of human psychology and behavior. So you can be a counselor, you can be a therapist, or you can be a healer who help other people uh, navigate their emotional and psychological challenges, all of that. But this is also possible because Jupiter is in Krittika, which is Agni. It's completely transforming and purifying and cleansing your intellect. Okay, and then giving the blessings to the sun, which is activating the energy of Ashwini Kumaras sitting in your eighth house. So massive opportunity. There's definitely a connection of the 12th house as well. So 12th Lord is sitting in the eighth house. So it's all about going deep, subconscious mind, depths of the unknown realms of the universe, like other planes of existence, astral travel, hypnotherapy, all of that. So massive opportunity. But also Jupiter is your fourth lord, so inner happiness. You'll discover what makes you happy. You'll discover what kind of partnerships. And be careful, there could be some secretive things going on with the partnerships, but those will be eliminated. Those will come to surface, and you may actually discover some really wonderful secrets about your relationships in a good way. Okay. So that's for the sign of Virgo rising. Next will be Libra. Next is Libra rising. Libra rising, this is for Libra Lagna or Libra ascendant. For Libra rising, Jupiter in Krittika, Sun in Ashwini, they will be in the seventh house. This means it will purify your relationships. It will transform and change your relationships. That's the Agni of Krittika. This means this will heal your relationships, literally. Ashwini is all about healing. This will rejuvenate your relationships. Ashwini Kumar is wanting to rejuvenate the gods. So you'll find your relationships are becoming more harmonious, more fulfilling. This may literally be a time when you get married or get into a commitment. Jupiter does that. Jupiter is the planet of legal contracts. Okay, this may renew your belief in the power of love and trust and partnerships. Okay, and so or your partners may help you overcome challenges or think big. A wonderful time to get into business partnerships of very high stature, like very high level. Joint ventures and collaborations and alliances. This is the time for big alliances taking place, collaborations. Okay, and so you may attract a lot of people, a lot of partners who are generous and ethical and trustworthy. That's the key here. So you'll enter into a lot of partners. This is the good time to explore one-on-one partnerships of all types, and you'll do good time for counseling and mediation and conflict resolution. So all the seventh house matters will flourish. And then also good time to get on the social media, expand your network. So one-on-one partnerships of course seventh house, but also the 11th lord is sitting there, and the third lord and the sixth lord. So this is the time to develop and focus on other people. That's the seventh house. Develop those long-term partnerships, even for the next 12 years. Long-term partnerships based on sattvic, dharmic, spiritual foundations. Okay, so that's for the sign of Libra. Next is Scorpio rising. So Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter in Krittika, and they're going over your sixth house. So what that means, sixth house is our health and well-being. Sixth house is basically, so Jupiter and Sun both being dharmic sattvic planets. This means you'll focus on holistic healing. This is the time if you've been, suffering from some health issues and stuff. This is the time to focus on natural holistic healing, long-term healing for yourself and possibly for others also. So this is the perfect time for service to others and selflessness. Completely be generous, be benevolent, help other people, without any expectation of anything in return. Sixth house, so this will also make your job, you'll be recognized at your work, in your employment, among your colleagues. You can set up a new daily routine. You'll stick with that, some very spiritual routine. Wonderful time, excellent time to overcome obstacles, right? This will give you the strength and the wisdom and the optimism and determination to overcome enemies and obstacles or any setbacks in your life. Okay, so and you can say if you're a student, this is a good time you can sit for exams these 12 days, or if you are facing some challenges, this is the time to fight those challenges, external people. Yeah, and if you're struggling with some internal weaknesses or enemies, this is the time to confront those enemies, those inner weaknesses. Sixth house is also the pets and especially the small animals. So all of those, it's a wonderful time to possibly do some kind of charity and help, like rescue operations and things like that, or even get a small pet. A wonderful time for that. Okay. Sixth house is the house of uh, basically the legal stuff. So and the loans as well. So avoid taking any new loans here. Okay. So overall, you'll feel very strong. You are ready. This transit will make you ready to fight the battles for the next 12 years because this is happening. This takes place of every 12 years, once in every 12 years. And this is only a short 12-day window. Okay. So that's for the sign of Scorpio. Next is the sign of Sagittarius. See, for Sagittarius, as I mentioned in the intro and in the cover also, Sagittarius is one of the signs that stands to gain the most, right? So there are four signs that will gain more than the other eight, and Sagittarius is one of them. Why? Because this is taking place in your fifth house, and we have your ninth house ruler and the Lagna Lord involved here. I mean, what more can you ask for? So you have your Lagna Lord and your ninth Lord both sitting in the fifth house, and one of them is exalted there. So we have this very short window of 12 days. Be creative. This is the time to just, even if you have no idea that you had any creative energies, this is the 12 days when your creative juices will be flowing. This is the time for creative expression. Okay, self-expression, all your artistic talents. And fifth house is our buddhi, our intellect. So you'll have the wisdom of the guru. You'll have the truthful nature of the Surya, the benevolent nature of Surya. So your buddhi, your intellect will work in the right direction. If you've been confused about certain things, making some decisions, this is the time that you'll get the wisdom. Jupiter's presence there, so it will enhance your intellectual curiosity also. Like you'll be very curious. Your mind will be very busy. You'll learn a lot of things. Fifth house is learning stuff also. There'll be thirst for knowledge. This is, we say, the higher education, not as in PhD, that's ninth house, but more like, grad school and things. So this is good time for enrollment in some schools if you're that age, if you've been wanting to study. This will improve your romantic relationships. You'll come across people, you'll meet people who are very stable, who are very sattvic and dharmic and spiritual. So these people will share your intellectual interests, your sense of adventure, and basically the love of life. Fifth house is also the house for children and parenthood, right? So you may find, literally, you may have a birth of a child during this period, or at least conception. And you'll become a very nurturing and supportive parent. You'll be encouraging your children. You may actually trigger or bring out the creativity in your children. So introducing them to some programs, or just through your presence there, through more asking questions or curiosity, or help them with their personal growth. They'll discover themselves. Huge window for expansion in all areas for your children. Okay, could be good for speculative ventures and gambling, and taking some risk. Calculated risk taking is going to be good in this window. Okay. And you can spend more time with your children. Also, be a guru for your students. So a lot of focus will be maybe spending time with your students, like some long-term, programs or retreats or classes. And so your students, your disciples, your children, those will be the focus overall. Of course, the ninth lord is there as well, which means guru's involved, and you are obviously the Lagna Lord ruler. Okay. And the fourth lord is there as well. But the focus here in this video is not just about the rashis or the signs. The focus is on the nakshatra. So this is a very dharmic, creative, transformative energy of Krittika that meets the innovative and leader and rejuvenative quality of Ashwini. This is the time to heal yourself, heal your children, learn some healing skills. Your children may pick up some healing abilities or courses, or learn some healing modalities. Okay, so that's for the sign of Sagittarius. Next is the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is the 10th sign. So we're going to take Capricorn rising sign. Okay, your ascendant, your Lagna. You can say Lagna Rashi. We're not talking about the Janma Rashi, which is the moon sign. We're talking about the rising sign. So for Capricorn, Jupiter and Sun are going to be in your fourth house. And specifically, we're focusing only on Sun in Ashwini and Jupiter in Krittika. There are other videos that I made, Jupiter in Krittika specifically for the entire duration, but also Sun in Aries. So those are different energies. This is specifically what will happen during those 12 days when Sun is in Ashwini and Jupiter is in Krittika. So being in the fourth house, there's going to be an good sense of security. You'll focus on your own security, your family security. You'll go deep into the roots and the family lineage and heritage, and your emotional foundation. So you'll try to find inner happiness. What gives you inner happiness? You'll find stability in being who you are. Fourth house is your inner being. You'll have basically you have deep sense of security and emotional well-being. You'll feel secure. You'll feel emotionally well rested and well balanced, well connected. You'll feel very grounded and stable. You'll feel this nurturing energy surrounded by your family or within your home, your place of residence. Okay, so this is the time for being a host. Hospitality is big here. Host gatherings or invite a lot of friends and family events and social gatherings in your home, not like outside, in your home, because it's the fourth house. So fourth house is your emotions and inner happiness, inner peace, your psychological well-being, right? So you'll feel very resilient and strong emotional stability. Fourth house is the real estate, of course. So maybe a time to renovation in your home, or buying a new home, a bigger home. Good time for home ownership, and also investment in real estate, property investment or land acquisition. All sorts of real estate activities. You can set the foundation. Doesn't mean that these 12 days you jump and go and buy something, but you can set some things in motion. Yeah. Expansion for your mother. Your connection with your mother will improve. And there'll be a deep change and transformation. See, Jupiter, why we're talking about this video is all about Kritika energy, change and transformation. Now for Capricorn, your eighth ruler is there. That is change and transformation. Okay, so Jupiter is bringing change and transformation from Kritika's perspective, and Sun is bringing from being an eighth ruler. So you will feel a new person in your own home after this transit. Okay? So that's the energy And of course, the Jupiter is the second lord and the third lord and the 12th lord also. A lot of connection with other planes of existence, with foreigners and all of that. But deep focus on healing. You can be a healer from your home, like home-based healing business. As an Ayurveda healer, Ashwini is all about the rejuvenation, which is Panchakarma. You can start a Panchakarma center from your home, from your place of residence. Okay, so that's for the sign of Capricorn. Next, we'll see the sign of Aquarius. For Aquarius, this transit, this alignment is taking place in your third house. We're talking about Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter in Krittika, specifically in these nakshatras, not throughout the sign of Aries. And this is just this 12-day window. Watch the intro section to learn all of this and why we're talking about this 12-day window. So basically for Aquarius, the third house represents your dynamic and communication. Basically, your communication will be you'll be very expressive and deep and dynamic. You'll be very confident and persuasive in your communication. So do lots of marketing, do lots of sales, do lots of short distance travel to your clients, attend conferences and meetings. You will find new courage and bravery and self-confidence. That's the third house, courage. You won't be afraid to take risks, and you'll be able to assert yourself. Like if you never had this courage to say what you want or say your opinion, this is the time to stand up and rise and assert yourself in even in challenging situations. So day-to-day courage that's third house. You'll find this new courage. Okay, you may become a leader in the eyes or for your younger siblings, for your in your community, with your neighbors. Like let's say you could become a president of the HOA. Okay, basically you not just being a leader is not the goal. The goal is you'll be able to guide people towards their own personal growth and their own success, right? So networking with a lot of neighbors and short distance travels and local journeys and transportation, all that will be the focus. You'll actually enjoy this short distance travel. You'll enjoy the travel, and even for education, for intellectual purposes, for spiritual purposes, and you learn some new skills. This is the 12 days. I keep saying throughout this video that you can set the foundation for the rest of the 12 years, because Sun and Jupiter meet in so Sun in Ashwini, Jupiter in Kritika. That takes place once in 12 years, and only this time taking place for these 12 days. So short windows, so set the foundation, set the muhurta for learning some new skills, enroll in some new classes, especially something to do with the hands. Okay. And Jupiter being the planet for your, finances, it's the second lord and the 11th lord. So it will change and purify. Basically, this is telling you that you need to learn some new skills that will bring in financial abundance. Okay. And this will also bring expansion in your relationships. That's the seventh lord we're talking about. You will basically heal your relationships during this transit. This is the opportunity. Ashwini is the healer. You will rejuvenate your relationships. So we're not saying you may not, this is not, you may not get new relationships, but this is the time to heal and rejuvenate your existing relationships. Okay, so that's the transit for the Aquarius rising. Next is the sign of Pisces. Pisces rising, the Lagna, the ascendant. Okay, so we're talking about the Lagna Rashi, not the Janma Rashi, not the moon sign. We're talking about the rising sign. A lot of people still ask that question, and we're talking about the sidereal zodiac, not the tropical. So for Pisces, Lagna, Jupiter and Sun are going to be in your second house. Jupiter in Kritika, Sun in Ashwini. This is the time for improvement in your wealth, in your financial stability. There'll be lots of opportunities for investment and expansion of all your material possessions, all your aggregated resources. Okay. You may align your personal values with your financial goals. So this is a good time to strategize your overall financial well-being. You'll feel very optimistic about your finances. And then, so once you feel hopeful and optimistic, this may lead to making favorable decisions. And you'll also have a lot of financial opportunities and success in projects or activities related to money management. So you can be a financial manager. You can manage your family wealth as well. Lots of investments and business ventures. This is the time you will uplift your family members. In fact, this is the time to expand your family to include the entire world, right? So Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. That means the entire world is my family. That's going to be active here. You can literally make that happen. This is the time to be a big speaker, orator, articulate things. Your speech will have the depth of the Jupiter. Your speech will have the wisdom of Jupiter. Your speech will have this authority, executive, nature to it of the Sun, the King. You'll be very, very persuasive. So, don't be shy. Don't keep your talents hidden. You are a leader. You're a born leader. Basically, your speaking abilities. You'll shine as a speaker. And so with your words, you'll actually inspire other people, and change lives. And so second house is also, your heritage, your family and ancestral wealth and family values, all of that. So those will improve. Your diet may become more sattvic, right? So second house is the food that we eat. You'll eat better things, all the, organic stuff or, natural things or more fruits and veggies. So this is a good time to focus on your food. And then improve your health as well. The sixth lord is sitting in the second house, and it's the Ashwini nakshatra. Sixth lord is all about health, and Ashwini is rejuvenation and healing. So you will find healing for yourself for anything that you've been suffering from or that's been bothering you. And of course, this is the Lagna Lord we're talking about. So you will associate yourself with the family values with the family wealth. You'll work towards improving your career, your relationship, your family wealth, and bring in a lot of financial abundance. Okay, so this 12-day window is extremely powerful. Make use of it and shine bright. Let me know your comments in the feedback. Please write how you feel, what projects or things you're planning to set in motion during these 12 days. And let me know what other videos you might like. Please, if you like the content, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching.